Happy Hispanic Heritage Month! Woo! A whole month of celebrating Latinos' contribution to our great country. Actually, it's not a month. It's from September 15th to October 15th, but that's cool because Costa Rica, El Salvador, Guatemala, Honduras, and Nicaragua celebrate their independence on September 15th. And Mexico, Chile, and Belize also celebrate their independence in late September. So why not just make it September? It's not entirely clear. It started as a week originally when LBJ signed off on the legislation, making it official. And then when it became a month under Reagan, I guess they just didn't think a single month would be good. But don't worry, this is actually one of the less confusing aspects of being Latino. Remember when I said that Hispanic Heritage Month was for celebrating Latinos? Well, I lied, kind of. See, Hispanic denotes people of a common Spanish-speaking culture, while Latino encompasses people of Latin American descent who live in the US. So not all Hispanics are Latino and not all Latinos are Hispanic. And a Mexican who lives in Brazil is neither, but if they had a Spanish-speaking child that immigrated to the United States, that person would be both. See? Easy peasy, don't call people Hispanic that speak Portuguese. But wait, there's more! That's just the most widely accepted version because it can also be a matter of region. See, the East Coast uses Hispanic more often, while the West tends to use Latino. Oh, and academics are also having a debate as to the appropriateness of the terms because they were invented mostly as a way to simplify categorizing a large, diverse group of people. So some argue that the best way is to refer to us by our family's country of origin, American. But not everyone agrees because if you get someone like me, you'll have extra hyphens. I'd be Guatemalan, Mexican, American. So it's probably easier to call me Hispanic. Or Latino. Look, whatever it is that you can remember at this point is fine. Oh, and because this is the internet, I'm sure there are some of you that are aware of the term Latinx, which was a term that appears to have originated online with the intent of using it for people who don't identify with gender binary, which is good because inclusion is good, but it's also bad because it's kind of anglicizing Spanish. See, X in Spanish is pronounced with an English H sound like in house, or with the KS sound like in English fix. But in English, it can also be pronounced as a Z, like the first X in Xerox. So is it Latin H, Latin X, Latin Z, Latin X, men and women? Look, this joke got away from me. I'm just going to use the grammatically correct in Spanish, Latinos. Part of the reason for the nationality first attitude could be because of the fact that the media and many people treat Hispanic or Latino as a separate ethnicity entirely. And surprise, that's both wrong and right again. Hooray for clarity. See, on a lot of paperwork, Hispanic or Latino is considered white, which could be true in some circumstances if you're strictly of European descent. But when the Spanish and Portuguese colonized most of the Americas, they didn't have hard and fast rules about who it was acceptable to marry, or otherwise make babies with. Rape. You know, I didn't want to say it off the bat, but there was just a lot of rape during colonization, and most of history, really. Yeah, history is just full of rape and poop death. Not exactly a good title for a textbook. More on topic, though. Because of fewer restrictions, most Latinos have some mestizo, European and native, mulatto, European and African, or other combination in their ancestry, which, of course, was used to implement a caste system where whiter people were given preferential treatment. So while Hispanic or Latino has often been considered a kind of white, and many Latinos would probably prefer that because of the historical treatment of non-whites, really we're mixed more often than not. As confusing as this all is, I'm glad there's a month of recognition. See, even though immigration is likely one of the first things that comes up when Latinos are mentioned, we've been a part of the US for just as long as most Anglo-Americans, longer in many cases. Let's look at a map of North America during colonization. See that section that's most of the United States? Yep, Spanish colonies, and that includes 3 of the 4 most populated states. And yes, this territory was either sold or conquered during various conflicts, but Latinos laid the groundwork for much of what would become the Western United States, and losing a war didn't stop certain segments of the population from talking about their heritage and pride all the time, so it feels weird to say the least when those same people tend to make us feel like outsiders so often. So what does this all mean? I'm not really sure. If this video so far has seemed a tad confusing, it was intentional. Between the weird mid-month start to there being so much debate about just what being Latino even is, confusion is part of many of our identities. While I recognize how fortunate I am that my family worked their asses off to be here, there are plenty of people that let us know that we're somehow not the same amount of American as them, and I wouldn't give up our culture for anything. even if it means I don't get called back for job interviews as often, even though people like me get imprisoned at a higher rate than white, not of Hispanic origin people, even though we're the largest minority group in the United States, but are still the most underrepresented in my chosen profession, and even though it can be lonely with a feeling of no soy de aquí, ni soy de allá, that comes with being a child of both immigrant and American culture, I love it. I love my mixed up family, the years of celebrating Christmas Eve with tamales, the fact that I was raised speaking English and Spanish because that makes it easier for me to speak to my abuelito and abuelita, the idea that my pursuit of the American dream is built on a foundation of hard work that my family laid, the fact that I'm a mestizo, Hispanic, Latino, Guatemalan, Mexican, American is confusing and beautiful to me. So for this Hispanic Heritage Month, go talk to your Latino, Hispanic, mixed up, whatever American friends. Sit down to a meal with them because each of their stories is as weird and unique as mine. And even if you can't entirely relate, you'll at least get some love and probably some really good food. Hey, thank you for watching.
My mic's muted. Sorry, you guys. I'm over here talking and then it's like, mic is muted. So as always with these Wakey Bakey sessions, good morning, good morning, good morning. It's Reina de Mota here, and I am bringing you some facts, some information, a little bit of information about Hispanic heritage. So that was just a little bit from a page called, or a channel called Cracked on YouTube. I have one more video for you guys, and this is a little bit more about Hispanic history and a little bit about some technology that our ancestors brought and created, and it helped them in many ways. So I want to tell you guys about the Aztec death whistle. Now, my husband, who is a historian, learned about this in not from school, but while he was in school. Looking up information, he came across a little bit of Aztec technology called the death whistle. So I'm going to share with you guys just a little bit of factoids about the Aztec death whistle, and then I'm going to play you a video so you can see exactly how the death whistle works. So historians believe the whistles were used in sacrificial rituals of death, as a number of whistles were found with sacrifice victims to the Aztec wind god Ehecta. Ehecat. Yeah, Ehecat. There we go. Ehecat. That's Ehecatl. Ehecat. Other theories propose that the whistles were used in war to strike fear in the hearts of their enemies. So these whistles are funny shaped. This whistle particularly that I am looking at right now. Let me see if I can get a bigger picture and show you guys. This one is a skull. It's made out of a skull. So give me a second and we will switch over to some screen sharing just so I can give you some information and some images of what I am looking at. So here is, and this is on Amazon, you can buy it now, 54 bucks, Aztec death whistle carnivore. And this one is shaped in the head of, I don't know what kind of animal that is. Says, our Aztec death whistles produce the loudest, most ear-piercing screams you will ever hear from a whistle. They recreate a human scream in both pitch and decibel level that has to be heard to believe. So this is just a replica of an actual Aztec death whistle. But these were supposedly used for sacrifices to Ehecat, which is an Aztec wind god. And they might have possibly also been used in war. So here we go. You guys are going to actually get to see and hear what the death whistle sounds like. Just give me just a second and we'll get this up here. Death whistle. Let's share some audio with you. Here we go, you guys.
Now I want to show you this. I want to share with you this very unique instrument we call the death whistle. The death whistle the Aztec use for special ceremonies, for Day of the Dead celebration, and also they use when they have a war, when they fight with other tribes. They play over 100 instruments, 100 death whistles, marching and make a lot of noise to cause a big psychological effects to the enemy. So this is very intimidating instruments, and this is very unique. So this is the death whistle. Death whistle. Death whistle. It's very unique, very unique. Imagine if I play this instrument in Chicago downtown.
So that was the Aztec death whistle. I think that's an amazing piece of technology in our history people don't really talk about, but because it's Hispanic Heritage Month, I'm going to share with you guys a little bit of history, a little bit of current kind of information about stats when it comes to Hispanic and Latinos. Now, this is a Wakey Bakey, so we're going to get right to it. It is time to take a little Toke. Got my little beaker bong here from Daily High Club. You guys, if you haven't checked out Daily High Club, they're a subscription based box that you can order, and you can get an El Primo, which is the top box, and they send you a bong every month. So this is the last bong that I got. So I'm smoking on some moonshine haze. Now, let me take this Aztec death whistle banner off. You guys know, if you are watching from Facebook, you can comment below and I can pop your comments up right here on the stream. Whether you have a question, comment, or concern, we can address it live on our Wakey Bakeys. I'm going to start doing these every morning if I can, and bring you guys some historical facts about Hispanic heritage, just to celebrate and kind of commemorate Hispanic Heritage Month. But I'm also going to show you guys some difference of opinion. You're not going to always hear how a lot of Latino communities support things like the changing of Latinx, just like the video that I first showed. There's going to be people that are in our communities that don't agree with some of the progressive paths that people are taking or thinking that they're taking in order to bring Latinos to a modern day set of terminology. For some of us, it doesn't matter whether you call us Latinx, whether you call us Puerto Ricanos, whether you call us Mexicanos. We're a family. We're rooted in family. We are about family. We're about our culture. We're very prideful people. So that's kind of like a core thing. But we also are the most underrepresented, we're kind of looked over and glazed over a lot. And it's kind of confusing to us also why we only have a specific 4-week period to celebrate national, Hispanic heritage. But with other demographics, there's a full month. Like they get the whole month of whatever. We get September 15th to October 15th very strictly. And I mean, I guess we we're grateful because we went from just 1 week of celebration and Ronald Reagan gave us a month. So I guess we're just thankful that we get some time to celebrate our Hispanic heritage. So I'm going to go ahead and share as much as I can. I know there's a lot of you who have commented on some of my posts asking who's going to learn about Hispanics this month, who's going to share information that they find. I know that several of you have spoken in support and said that you will share information and educate people. So thank you so much. I think Hispanics are one demographic that, you know, not a lot of people even put effort into learning more about it. They're just like, when you bring up Latinos, the first thing that comes to mind typically is immigration. So I think we need to learn more. We've done a lot for culture, American culture, global culture. Cheers to that. So let's start this Wakey Bakey off. Cheers, guys. Not to mention that, you know, hydroponics, we created that shit. So we contributed to the science and technology of cannabis as well. So I know several of you are cannabis activists, advocates, business owners, so on and so forth. So, you know, thank a Latino, thank a Hispanic person today. Go to your friends and be like, you know what? I just want to thank you guys for the technology that you provided that makes us be able to have such amazing. We did that. Things like Sensimilio. We have a lot of embedded history in cannabis as well. So, yay, Hispanics! In support of Hispanic Heritage Month, you guys know I'm Latino, Hispanic. It's my celebratory month, right? So support a Hispanic business, a Hispanic owned business, a Latino owned business this month, and I could be one of those people. So you guys know that I opened up my merch shop, larenademota.com. You can check it out. Everything on my site is customizable. You can make it your own. It's not really like a shop that you've seen. I haven't come across a shop where almost every single thing I can customize. I can pick the colors, I can pick the materials, I can pick, you know, what's getting used, what's not getting used. I can pick what it's going to look like, and it comes and it arrives in the mail, and it's exactly what you thought. So larenademota.com. I'm going to go ahead and put a banner up so you guys can check it out. larenademota.com. Also, if you guys are interested, I have also launched an affiliate program. So you can become an affiliate going straight to that website. Let's not make it a ticker. Let's make it a full-fledged banner so you can see it right here across the bottom. Bam. There is my shop. That is my merch shop. I started to kind of work on my creativity and just artistic expression, and have started to make clothes as well as or create designs for t-shirts, make jewelry by hand, and a lot of other stuff. So I want to share with you guys some of my things that I've made recently. And you can actually buy these and order these directly off of larenademota.com. Again, if you're not going to support larenademota.com, that's okay, but choose to support a Hispanic business this month in celebration of National Hispanic Heritage Month. So here we go. These are some of my new wearable weed necklace charms. If you guys can't tell, there's a weed leaf, silver weed leaf embedded in the back. And then there is weed, actual weed, embedded into the gem. Oops, let's drop it. And there is also additional weed embedded into the backing of the gem. So here's what's cool about these, and I did this kind of on purpose because a lot of people are sensory, and it's coming to light with education that sensory individuals learn differently. They're very hands-on. They like to touch. They like to feel. So there's a lot of sensory things like slime is popping back up because people are realizing that there are a lot of individuals that are sensory learners. So with that in mind, people will get high and then you want to fidget with stuff. And you'll get like fidget spinners or you'll get like fidget boxes. And this is actually a textured charm where you can feel and rub on the cannabis that is embedded in your gem. So you can actually feel, if you could see that, it's kind of raised up. You can feel and rub on your charm. This is not going to bend at all. It's solid, it's hard. It cures for days before we actually send them out. So you guys will have a nice sturdy charm for your necklace. We make them in several shapes and several colors. You can pick your background. You can pick whether you even want that in there. You don't have to have it. You could have just a very clean, slick gem like this one without any cannabis in it. I know people are afraid because they're like, well, if I get busted with that in my illegal state, then I'm going to go to jail. Actually, you can't. It's encased, and if they take that out to test it, it's going to come back tainted. It's a tainted sample. You can't consume this. This is toxic if you try to eat this. And I don't mean the material is toxic. It's non-toxic, non-flammable, but that's not going to feel good coming out the other end for sure. Like, it's going to be very sharp. So it's not something that you're going to consume. It is something that is wearable. And again, you will be perfectly fine no matter if you are in a legal state or an illegal state. It's actually not even enough for them to test and to take a sample from. And then I have these clear ones where you can pick your background colors. We'll add them in, give you a nice, dope kind of style. Thank you, Monica. You guys, these, who's calling me? I hate when people call me. Oh, I think she didn't mean to do it on purpose. Facebook needs permission to draw over. Oh, not now. It's like, can Facebook let you make calls? So all of these are going to be under $10. So this will come with the necklace as well. So it doesn't just come the charm by itself. It comes with the necklace. You can choose your necklace if you want an actual chain. And let me show you some other things that I made. If you want an actual chain like this, then you can get a chain like that. Or if you would like to use hemp, which we have hemp rope as well, you can get that. And you can pick your color, and all of that is fully customizable. I wanted to make sure that anybody who came to my merch shop was able to totally make things their own, not just buy things that I think are pretty. So they come with chains or hemp rope, depending on what you want. This is called my wearable weed line. These and these are all wearable weed line. And then I also started last night in creating some other wearable weed stuff. So this is a necklace with a big weed charm that you are able to colorize yourself. You could pick what colors you want. And also, I give you a section on your order to make notes. Those note boxes are to say, hey, I would like the color mixed in, or I would like this, or I would like that. I want everything that comes with it. I just want it this way. I don't have any problem pre-mixing, doing all of that. Instead of giving you splashes of color as backgrounds, I can make these completely colored like this. So mix colors if you'd like that instead. And so this is a chain. And what's cool is that it's not just the chain. You can have the earrings that go with it as well. So let's drop some stuff. There's the earring with the same little leaf and the same color pattern. Let me stop it from shaking. You can see it's got the veins and everything from the plant or from the leaf. It's got all of that come with it. So it's a full set. And these are also under, these are under $20. So you can get a full set for under 20, or you can get an individual necklace or earrings for under 10. So, boop, 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 boop. Yes, 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 yes. Let me show you the purple one, which is a little bit different style. So this one, right? Earrings are just the leaves, and then the necklace has 2 additional little charms, little wheat charms on them, right? Right. And the wheat charms are actually hooked into the chain, so they stay and don't let the large charm kind of move along the chain. Kind of helps to keep it right here in the middle. That's the red. But the purple one is a little bit different. So the purple one here, and you can get it whatever color, it doesn't matter. The purple one is just the chain with the charm, right? Cool. The earrings have the additional charm hooked on them. So you have the full set again, purple chain, purple charm. It's purple and white actually. And then you have the spare charm on the earrings instead of on the chain. There you go. Again, under 20, customizable. Yes. We also do the charms and earrings with materials embedded. These are actually iridescent beads. And this is the hemp rope with the additional charms on it, like the chain. And then the earrings that go with it also have the beads embedded. So made those. I'm super stoked. These are dope. Again, these are all under $10 as well. And they come with the necklace that you order, what material you want. And again, these are the sensory line. So you can rub these and keep them on your necklace. And if you have a need to rub something or feel something, these would be perfect for that. So that's why you have the textured material on the outside, and you can touch it, feel it, rub it. Yay! Don't forget, you guys, I also have like t-shirts. So these are all designs that I've made. And we have t-shirts for men and women. You can, again, go straight to my website right there, lareinadelmota.com. You can place orders. And if you are looking for a way to make some extra money, you can become affiliate. You can sign up directly on that website as well. You'll have your own account. You can look up and track your own stuff. You get your own link. And with Instagram and Snapchat being like swipe up, you guys can pop your link in there, and it makes it really easy to just swipe up and go to the website and get credit for any sale that's made. So we have t-shirts like Blunt Magnet. This is actually our glitter material, but you can also get just plain vinyl, whatever solid color, and then we'll have some designs too coming out where you can get like iridescence and stuff like that. So yay! Support a Hispanic business today. It does not have to be mine, but please, if you're going to make a big purchase, like if you're going to do like contract work at your house, look for a Hispanic-owned business, a Hispanic-owned contractor. If you're going to purchase a t-shirt today, hit up lareinadelmota.com, or support another Hispanic-owned business. Celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month. Learn a little bit about our culture. We are a very large demographic in the world, so it's kind of nice to know that there are a lot of you now that are seeking to gain knowledge about our heritage, and I'm learning along the way too, so that's even better. Now, One thing I said I was going to do with all of these videos is look up a Spanish word of the day. And so in doing that, I want to make it easy. Okay. I know yesterday, endulzar, that was a kind of hard word for people to get. So we're going to do Spanish word for beginners, and we're going to try to get this from Babbel. Maybe not. Maybe not. Babbel's not cooperating right now. I know a lot of, and I said this yesterday too. I was like, not the Spanish word of the day memes that are caca, because you guys like to make fun of people. Some of them are funny. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah. So let me refresh this word, and we have a word of the day in Spanish, and here we go. El trapo. El trapo. Let me put it on the screen so you can see it. We're going to go el trapo. Just like trapo, but you're going to, of course, you're going to roll your R. You're going to trapo. El trapo is our word of the day. That means rag. So, dámelo el trapo. Give me the rag. Where's the rag? ¿Dónde está el trapo? My husband's like, yes. So use your word of the day today, el trapo. You know, everybody uses a rag. He just threw el trapo at me. Yuck. Why would you throw a dirty rag at me? You're nasty. My kids use that to clean up the cookie batter shit off the table yesterday. Leave it to my husband to throw a dirty el trapo at me. Okay, so el trapo means rag. So let's do that. Means rag in Spanish. So Spanish word of the day is el trapo. Use el trapo today. Ay, limpio. Clean. He gave me el trapo. A rag is called el trapo. So the Spanish word of the day is el trapo. Tomorrow we'll have a new Spanish word, you guys. We'll have some new facts about Hispanic heritage. We're going to do more celebration about National Heritage Month, or Hispanic Heritage Month, on my Wakey Bakey. So if you want to learn, join me in the morning. I will send out some invites to some of you. Let me know if you want to learn something specific about Hispanic Heritage Month, and I will try my best to get some information and share it with you guys. As always, I love you guys so much. Thank you for all your support. Thank you for all of your love and sharing your knowledge with me as I share drop some knowledge on y'all. Love you guys so much. Cheers. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning for another Wakey Bakey with La Reina de Mota and some more information about National Hispanic Heritage Month. Such a long title for only 4 weeks. Love you guys so much. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Peace. One love. I'm out. I'll see you guys later.